European milling wheat looks like it's ready to move higher. My name is Klarenbach with Klarenbach Research. Let's take a look at the European milling wheat, the Euronext Matif contract here. This is the next contract at the front using the March 2025 contract as a pricing. It's a continuous chart, and the contract switch here to the March contract. We are now, we got a gap up on the daily, and we're seeing the trading above the green 50-week moving average is testing the previous highs back in September and October here, which is interesting to me. We have the 200-week moving average overhead, but I really like this setup. It looks like it wants to move higher. I think we're going to get back up here and test these previous highs in May of 24, and likely this 200-week moving average. Now, the 50-week moving average is still in decline. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to maybe outline a possible price path here. I think we could find some resistance from the September and October lows. So maybe we see something like this. We see the price come back down to that 50-week moving average, giving that 50-week moving average an opportunity to start flattening out and perhaps start rising. And then maybe we see something like this and back up to a nice level up to that 200-week moving average, sitting right around that 260 mark. I'm going to draw an anchored volume weighted average price from the high here. And yeah, we can see that anchored volume weighted average price sitting right around that 251, 250 level. So that's likely to bring in some selling also, as it did back here in May and, in May and June of last year. And, you like my Fibonacci's. Let's do a Fibonacci retracement from the March 22 high down to the March 24 low. And, we have another key Fibonacci level here at 248, lining up with this blue anchored volume weighted average price from the high. So perhaps we see some selling stepping in at that level. If we can get a run up above that 250, make new highs above 260, then we start looking at 285 and maybe even 316. So I do think there's a possibility, but first things first, we need to make new highs and signal a trend change. But I really like this setup here. I think we're going to see some higher prices in the milling wheat. What are the reasons? I don't know. I don't really care. Maybe it's a war, maybe it's not, maybe it's a shortage, maybe excess demand. Doesn't matter to me. All we're really concerned about is where the price is going, and hopefully it's going up and to the right. So keep an eye on this. Look at the daily chart, and you can see the gap up here early this week. But, we're testing the previous resistance levels. Like we said, we're above a flat and starting to rise 200-day moving average. The green line here is a 50-day moving average. Price is above both of those. Both are rising. And you can see this gaps often get filled. So, maybe this outline I had as a pullback down to that previous moving average fills this gap before we get more energy to move higher. So we're at an area of resistance right now. Often it's a great time to sell, but we'll take a look and see what happens here. But it's looking exciting to me. I think we see a pullback before we move higher, but the market does not care what I think or want. But so keep an eye on this and manage your risk accordingly. My name is Klarenbach, sunny in Saskatoon. Life's good.